The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paulina, and I'm the community manager at iSpring. Welcome to our webinar series, where every week we talk about e-learning trends, share iSpring tips and tricks, and cover clients' cases. And today we will be hosting a webinar/workshop about creating more visually appealing content with much less time. And as a speaker, I have invited my colleague Sophia from technical support department. Hi, Sophia. How are you today?
Hello, Paulina. Hello, guys. I'm doing great, and how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Very excited for today's workshop. And Sophia has already conducted a few workshops, and it seemed like the audience really loved them. So we hope that you guys will enjoy this session as well. Okay, so if you have any questions, we would very much appreciate if you send them in the question box, which you should see on the right side of your GoToWebinar panel. And at the end, we will have a Q&A session where we will address your questions. I would like to mention that this webinar is being recorded, so no worries. We will send you the recording after the session. But I would like to very much encourage you guys to stay with us till the very end of the session because we think it's a wonderful opportunity to address your questions directly to our presenter. And today we have also prepared something very special for you, and we will give you the homework like in the school, but much cooler, I think. And in order to be able to do it, please download the resource folder, which you should see a link to in the chat box. And I would very much appreciate if you guys could let me know if you see the link. Okay. So in order to do it, to perform the same steps as our presenter today, you will need this resource folder, and also to practice what you have learned at this webinar, you will also need this resource folder. So I would very much appreciate if you download it. And to allow you some time to do this, I would like to demonstrate the video to you that we have recorded with one of our clients, Chris Perfido from Pharma Digital, and where he is talking about using content library. So this will be like 2 minutes. I think this will be enough for you guys to download the resource folder. Okay, so we are back, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a real feedback from a real customer. And now let me please pass the mic over to Sophia, as well as the presenter rights. Sophia?
Hello, thank you, Paulina. I'm sorry, I
Mm-hmm.
was muted. So do you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, great. So hello everyone once again, and thank you so much for joining us today. So first of all, could you please let me know if you can hear and see me okay, guys? If something goes wrong during the presentation, please let us know in the question box on the right side of the GoToWebinar panel. Okay, great. Thank you for your comments. And I'm really excited to share my knowledge with you, and I'm open to any feedback after the webinar. At this webinar, I will talk about what the content library is and in which cases it will be helpful. I will share with you some essential tips about the content library so you can get going right away. And also, I will create a course from scratch using the iSpring content library. As an example, we have built a full course called Corporate Environmental Responsibility based on the iSpring content library objects and templates. By the end of this webinar, you should be able to create content like this with the iSpring content library. Today we will recreate the same course step by step using templates, characters, and other objects from our example. And to repeat after me, you should download the resource folder. So once again, to do this, you can use the link from the chat. You will also need these resources to complete your home project, which I will tell you about later. So I think we're ready to begin now. And what is the content library? The content library is a huge collection of different templates for building courses with characters, slide templates, backgrounds, objects, and icons. You can easily choose a virtual instructor for your course, create dialect simulations using ready-made templates, and practice communication skills. The content library is integrated with the iSpring Suite authoring toolkit, so when you start using the iSpring Suite program, you will see what content is already included there. If you'd like to take advantage of the full content library and all assets, you just need to get a full service license for iSpring Suite. Here is the content library, guys. And if you have any questions about full service, please let us know in the chat. Please keep in mind that you can't use the iSpring content library separately from the iSpring Suite program. Plus, you can easily use some objects, for example, characters or templates, in iSpring Suite components such as QuizMaker for your quizzes, iSpring Visuals for your interactions, and also iSpring TalkMaster for your dialect simulations. And let me start by showing the presentation we have prepared for you. And as you can see, the entire course is based on templates and chapters, and also includes characters, icons, and some objects. Before creating this course, we selected a topic for our presentation and wrote a full scenario for all slides. In this case, it is corporate environmental responsibility. And only after that, we proceeded to creating the course. All of these templates, characters, and other elements that you see on the screen, you will be able to find in our iSpring content library. So now let's create our course from scratch, and first we need to log into our account to get access to the subscription. You can find your login and password data in the email that you received after purchasing the iSpring content library. So let me close this presentation and open a new one by using the Start menu. So please click on the Start menu here, select the iSpring Suite 9 folder and open the iSpring Suite 9 program and create a new course. Great. After that, you should click on the characters button on the iSpring Suite 9 toolbar. And let me quickly sign out. And here you can see some characters that go with the standard iSpring Suite license. So to log in to the account, please select the purple button on the top right corner, and in the opened window, choose Sign into the content library. After these tabs, you should enter your login and password. Let me quickly do this. And click on the Sign In button. Here it is. So is everyone with me, guys? Please let me know in the chat. Thank you very much for all your comments. So I will keep going. Please also keep in mind that both the content library account and the website account have the same login information. Okay, we logged into our account and now we are ready to start creating our course from scratch. First, we need to add an introductory slide to our presentation. To do this, I will close this window. And to do this, please click on the Slide Templates button here. And in the opened window, please mark the category called Opening here on the left pane. And select the slide called Course Title in the Anthracite section. Course Title, this slide. And please insert it into our presentation by double-clicking on it. Let me know that we don't need to create new slides in the presentation by using the New Slide option in the Home tab. All our templates will be inserted automatically as separate slides. So let's quickly delete our blank slide and the default picture from the second slide. And we will add hours that you can find in the resource folder. To do so, please go to the Insert tab here, click on the button called Pictures, and let me quickly find my folder on the desktop. You will find all images in the Resources folder. And please add the picture city for the first slide. And now we need to send it to the back by right-clicking on it and selecting on the option called Send to Back. Great. And let me place the transparent layer. And let me also copy and paste the text from the ready-made script for our presentation, which you can easily find in the resource folder. Let me quickly show you. So there is resource folder, and here is a script for our course. So please open it and you will see this file. So let me quickly show you this file. And since I have two monitors, I will drag this Word file to the other screen so that you can see what I'm doing in the presentation. One moment. Okay, let me copy and paste. So please copy the text from the course category, Control C and Control V to this section. Then the title. The title is Corporate Environmental Responsibility. And place it here. The body. Our brief description. And please change the completion time to 25 minutes. Great. Our first slide is done. And what should I mention about templates? Let me quickly go back to the slide templates. And a big plus of ready-made templates is that you can easily create professional courses in a few clicks, instead of creating everything from scratch in PowerPoint. Each template includes basic course elements, for example, a title slide, a table of contents, a main menu slides, module titles, some chapters, a timelines, for example, this slide or this one, and some info slides. Since all templates are PowerPoint-based, you can easily select another font and color scheme for your course. To do this, just right-click on the shape and choose another color of font, for example, blue one. Okay guys, congratulations! We have created the first slide of our course. And is the pace okay, or should I slow down maybe? Please leave your comments in the chat. Okay, I see. Thank you very much once again for all your comments. Thank you. So let's go to the next slide of our presentation. And it will be the main menu of the course. So I will return back to the slide templates on the iSpring with 9 ribbon. Then I will select the category called Navigation. Just mark this checkbox and double-click on this main menu slide in the Memorial section. On this slide, we need to add our character in a different pose. So how can we do this? So let's delete our character first and jump to the iSpring with 9 ribbon and click on the Characters button. So how can we do this and what we can see here? In the characters collection, there are 30,000 photos of characters of different ages, ethnic groups, and professions, and over 400 photos of each character. An incredible range of emotions, face expressions, standing poses, sitting poses, photos in motion, all of which you can use to create various learning scenarios and e-learning courses. You can also narrow down the selection criteria by using the text on the left part of the window. Now I will show you how to insert a character that we need on the slide. First of all, I will select the character Alex. I will write his name in this search field and delete all the text. Alex. Okay, we need this character. Then I will mark the pointing action on the left pane. This pointing action in the action section. And let's insert this picture on the slide by double-clicking on it. I should also mention that you can easily download characters by inserting them on your slide and use them as you want. However, please keep in mind that there is a daily limit of 100 downloads. Plus, according to our company policy, these pictures cannot be resold. After inserting the character on the slide, you can play around with its size to make it look like the picture is on the top of the bottom layer of your slide. Let me quickly do this. And what makes the iSpring content library really amazing is that everything is easy to use and customizable, and there is a huge variety of characters that will definitely fit your project needs. However, it's better to stick to the same character throughout your presentation so your learners can build a rapport with him. You can also animate these characters however you want. And you can also make the menu interactive by using hyperlinks on these 3 buttons. the learner will choose a module from the following list. And the last step for our slide is to copy and paste the text from our file. So please copy the text for the body 1, a history of corporate environmental responsibility, and enter it here. Then copy text for the second body and for the third module. Okay, we're ready with this slide, and let's go to create the next slide in our presentation. So please open the slide templates once again. Find the memorial section, this section, and add the slide called Introduction, this slide. So this slide helps your students or learners to return to the menu, to forward or to use forward and backward buttons, consult the dictionary, and contact the author of the course. So we will keep this slide as is. The only thing I will change is the email address here at the bottom. So please return back to the Word file, find the third slide, text for the third slide, and copy the text with our email address so that you can contact us at support@ispringsolutions.com. Great. So let's go to the next slide. Please click on the slide templates and select definitions in the memorial section. This slide. So this template includes a table for representing information. In our case, we added the main terms and a description of each term. So let's paste and copy the text once again. So the title is Basic Terms of the Course, and I will place it here. Then the first subtitle is Sustainable Business or Green Business, and I will paste the text here. I will also delete this text because we don't need it anymore. Then let's copy the body under the subtitle 1. Then subtitle 2 is triple bottom line. Place it here. Copy the text. Paste it. You can easily use combination Control A to select all the text, for example, this, in order to delete it. You can also enlarge this text box however you want. And the last one is corporate environmental responsibility. Just copy and paste it. And also the text. Let me quickly delete this term. We don't need it also. And copy the text. Great. We are done with the fourth slide in our presentation. And now I should add the same introductory template that we added to the first slide. Practically the same. So please go to the slide templates. Select Anthracite section under the Memorial section here. And add the module title slide by double-clicking on it. So let's not use the background picture from the template. I will just delete it. So I will use a new one from the background section in our content library. To add the background, please click on the Backgrounds button here. So the iSpring content library also has a large collection of about 230 realistic locations, such as airports, streets, classrooms, hospitals, banks, and other places that were taken by our photographers who visited places all over the world to make the best shots for every learning situation you can imagine. Now I will mark the public places checkbox here and use the search field and find the picture called city. So please enter the city and double click on this picture. Please send this picture to the back. So right click on it and select the option called send to back and paste the text from our file for the module 1. So this is the 5th slide. So the title is History of Corporate Environmental Responsibility. And the body text is a brief module description. Great. We created the 5th slide in our presentation, and let's create the next one, the 6th. So once again, open the slide templates and find the picture called 40 by 60. Picture right in the memorial section with character, not with pictures on the right, but with character, this slide. And this template contains text and character, and you can easily introduce a key concept and explain it in more detail. For example, with a voice-over narration. Let me add this slide. And the last step is to copy and paste the ready-made text for the slide number 6. So the title is background and the body text I should paste here. To add slides with the transition effects that we have in the original presentation, please do the following. Open the slide templates. So we will create 3 slides now. So I opened slide templates. Then please find the memorial section and add the 3 slides called process first step, process second step, and process third step. Let me add them one by one. That will be the slide number 8, process second step, and the last one is process third step. Great. Let me check it. Guys, you don't even need to add a transition effect to the slides because it's already applied in the transitions effect. So you can see that the slide has already animation called push. I mean the second slide and the third one. Then let's edit the information by pasting the text and adding other pics on the slide. So let's find our 7th slide and let's edit it. So the title is History of Corporate Environmental Responsibility. Let's paste the text here and enlarge text box. Also, I will enlarge these buttons so that I can place some dates for our presentation to show the historical process or description. So I will enter the date 1961, 1987, and 2002. After that, let's copy and paste the text for our subtitle. The World Wildlife Fund is created. Paste it here. Also the body text. You can easily enlarge the text box or the gray shape here. And please also delete this picture and add a new one by clicking on this icon in the center. So I will click on this icon and select the slide number 7 with a line. Let's go to the next slide. Once again, find the eighth slide in the Word file. Select the history of corporate environmental responsibility for our title. Enlarge the text box. Some buttons. Then please enter the text 1961, 1987, and 2002. So you will do the same thing with the third process slide and with this one. So subtitle is our common future, and the body text this one. So once again, delete the picture and add a new one from our resource folder. Click on the icon in the center and add the picture for our slide number 8 with landscape. So you don't need to customize the size of the picture, as you can see on my screen. And the last slide is slide number 9 with transition effects. So the title is History of Corporate Environmental Responsibility. I will enlarge buttons once again. Then 1961, 1987, and 2002. Then I will copy the text for our subtitle, the World Summit, body text. I will delete this picture and add a new one by using our resource folder. I will add this picture with the river. So I believe we are done with all these 3 slides. You can see all changes with our templates. And now let's create our slide number 10. On this slide, we have another module. So let's go to the slide templates once again. Please add the module title slide in the anthracite section. I should mention that we already inserted the slide into our presentation. And just paste the text. Let's edit this module 2, and copy and paste the text for our 10th slide. The title is Sustainable Business, and the body is a brief description. So these chapters have to structure the course, and the learners will see the title of the chapter and a short description that will be mentioned in this section. Let's go to create the next slide. So once again, slide templates on the iSpring Suite 9 ribbon, and select the slide called Course Objectives in the Memorial section. Course Objectives, this slide. So let's delete one paragraph here with the number and our character. because we will add another one. So let's go to the characters button, open the characters window, find our character Alex that we have already used in the recent characters, and mark, oh, sorry, 1 second. So please mark the gesticulating option here and find Alex showing 4 fingers. Here he is, and place it on the slide. Also, you can just up the slide with pictures of gadgets and office supplies over here in the Objects section. I will click on this button, and I will also add some sticky notes instead of a bullet list, just as an example. So please select stickers criteria and add, for example, this sticker. So now you don't need to repeat after me. So let me change the size and delete the shape for our numbers. So let me also copy and paste the sticker 3 times. Now I will place it here and we'll select the option called Send to Back. Nice. I will do the same thing with other stickers. Send to Back. And the last criteria. Let me quickly go back to the Objects section so that you can see that there are 135 photos of various objects. Smartphones and tablets, pencils, pens and markers, notepads and more that can be used when you are creating an e-learning course. Plus, this template is for outlining the course objectives, instructions, and other lists. In our case, we added 4 main criteria that are necessary for a green business. And the last step is to copy and paste the text from the file for our slide number 11. So the title is Green Business, of course, instead of course objectives. Then text under the title. So let me select all these criteria and send it at the bottom of the slide. And copy and paste the text under the title. I will place it here. Then please copy and paste the text for all criteria. Text for the first criteria, for the second one, and for the last criteria. Okay, great. So we are done with this slide, and let's go. Let's create the next slide for our presentation. Once again, slide templates. So find the picture in the memorial section called 50 by 50. This one. I will choose another picture from the resource folder. We'll delete it and add a new one for the slide number 12 with a field. Here it is. And I will also copy and paste the text. So the title is Environmental Sphere. And the text. So this template allows you to enter detailed text on the subject material and illustrate it with an image. So kind of info slide in our case. So let's create the new one, the slide number 13, slide templates. Please find the intersite section here and find the picture called 70 by 30. Picture right. So here I will insert a custom picture. I will delete this one and click on this icon and use the picture for our 13 slide. And I will send it back. I should also paste the text from our script. So the title is called Mining Industries. And I will also copy the text. So the picture on this template helps learners better remember the course material, and the template is used to represent a large amount of text-based information. And the last slide will be the slide number 14. I will go back to the iSpring Suite 9 ribbon and open the slide templates. And please find the slide called 3 columns in the memorial section. Let me quickly find it. Called 3 columns. Here it is. So you can use a 3-column slide to structure information. And this slide is also suitable for types of organizations or products of a company. So first I will paste all the text for this slide. So let's find the slide number 14 in our text. And the title is Companies that Support Sustainable Development. I will place it here. And then the title, Ford Motor Company. Then the body one under the first title, subtitle. Then site title regarding the second item, Subaru. The body for the second subtitle. And also the last item, the last title, is Salt Spring Coffee. And body 3. Let's also add an icon from the iSpring content library by clicking on the icons button here. So you can easily enhance your courses with useful icons made by our professional designers and insert navigation elements such as useful icons, buttons, switches, and other ready-made controls, and many more. I will add an icon called Company to the slide. So let me enter the text Company and add this icon to our slide. For example, I will place it here. And also, this slide was perfect for us because we can describe 3 companies on the slide. Plus, you should delete these icons, these green icons, and put other on the slide. So let me quickly do this. So once again, icons. Then I will enter the text settings. And we'll add the gear icon for the Ford company. Then for the Subaru, I will add car, the car icon. And for the last column, I will add a coffee icons. Please write the text coffee here and add it to the slide. Great. So I believe that's all, guys. And I also have a homework for you. You will need to complete 5 more slides in the course. Please try to finish making this course by viewing the example that we have sent to you in the chat. So guys, in 40 minutes, I was able to create almost the complete course, so you can see how easy it is and how beautiful the ready-made content looks. Anyway, we are ready to start the Q&A session, and I will be happy to answer all your questions.
Thank you very much, Sophia. I think it was a wonderful presentation, a wonderful workshop. And could you please say one more time how many more slides our attendees will need to create to practice what they have learned?
They will need to complete 5 more slides, so that they will see 19 slides in their presentation.
Okay, sounds great. All right, so guys, we are ready for any questions that you have regarding the content library. So you are more than welcome to submit them in the question box. And there is a question from Joseph for you, Sophia. Why do we have the arrows at the bottom of the templates? The player already does include next back arrows.
If you, for example, want to have navigation by using hyperlinks in your presentation and you want to disable some navigation buttons in the universal player, then you can easily use these buttons in this template, for example, in the memorial template or in the anthracite template, so that you don't have to create new buttons by yourself, and just you select this button and create a hyperlink for this button and use this.
Thank you very much. And there is a question from Christian. How do we link the buttons to the different slides, etc., from slide 2 from the module 1 button? Is it hyperlinks through PowerPoint?
Yeah, exactly. So let me quickly show you. For example, we have main menu with the module 1, module 2, and module 3. The module 1 is starting from the 5th slide in our presentation, so I will do the thing with the button. So I right click on the module 1 button, then I select hyperlink, place in this document, and select just the 5th slide in our presentation. The same thing you should do with the other buttons. So let me quickly show you what happens if I click on the module 1. So as you can see, I was redirected to the slide number 5. Also, in the iSpring Suite 9 program, you can easily use branching for your presentation. For example, if you don't want to use some hyperlinks. So if you would like to go to the 5th slide without any hyperlinks, so you can easily use slide properties on the iSpring Suite 9 toolbar. So, for example, I will set branching from the 3rd slide in my presentation to the 6th slide. So I just click on the default. Forward branching, I will choose our 6th slide, slide number 6. OK. I will save and close. And I should preview these slides. In this case, So this is our third slide, and after that I will be redirected to the slide number 6 by using the branching option in the slide properties. So if you don't want to use hyperlinks in your slide, for example, you can easily use the branching option. That's all for this question.
Thank you very much, Sophia. And there was another question. If I don't have a paid subscription, what do I get as a standard?
One second. Could you please repeat it, Paulina?
Sure, if I don't have a paid subscription, what do I get as a standard? I guess standard
Uh-huh.
options.
Yeah, I understand. So let me quickly show you. I will log out from my account, sign out of the content library, and here is a free templates, free characters without annual subscriptions in the iSpring content library. So for example, you have, I believe, 10, 12 characters. Yeah, with standard poses. And also, if I go to the slide templates, you will see these slide templates. I believe the urban section, I believe complete template set of the templates with course and module titles, pictures, left, right, on the center, some slide with a theme, quotes, conclusion, summary, so you can easily create a presentation even with this template. In the backgrounds, you will find these pictures, so you can select some criteria on the left pane and select what you need for your purposes. Some electronics, clothing, cars, musical instruments. You can easily use backgrounds as a separate pictures, for example, from your desktop. In the objects, you will see this. So pencils, eraser, and notepads and some stickers. And in the icons, you will see some control buttons, navigation buttons in order to use them on your slides with hyperlinks, with navigation by hyperlinks, and some switches maybe in order to animate them.
All right, thank you. That's quite a set of features, quite a set of assets. Um, okay, so actually it looks like we don't have any other questions so far. If you guys would like to receive any other information about the pricing or how you can get the extended content library subscription, please send your email address or your phone number, anything, so that we can contact you after the webinar to provide more useful information. And before we wrap up our webinar, there was one comment from Tony, and he says that his granddaughter would love to see a video of the ladies who are talking. He means us. So, Sonia, do you mind turning off your webcam? And her name is Tilly, and she is
1 second.
3. Yeah, sure. She's 3 years. She's going to
So
be
cute.
3 tomorrow. Yeah. So, hi, Tilly. Okay, so that
Hello,
was
Tilly.
us. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this webinar. Thank you very much for being with us today, and thank you very much for being so active. And Sophia, I would like to thank you for doing such a wonderful presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Paulina, for creating this webinar, and also for thank you guys, all of you guys, for your comments, for all your answers, and listening to this webinar.
Yep, so we will see you at our next webinar. I guess will be in July, and we will be So I will be sending you an invitation really, really soon. But if you would like to subscribe to our webinar mailings, please go to ispringsolutions.com/webinars, where you will be able to find all our previous webinar recordings and also subscribe to our webinar mailings. Okay, hope you guys have a wonderful day and see you next week at the next webinar. Bye bye, everyone.
Goodbye.